Alright, so we're back with another post-match commentary. This time, Jack and I are joined by 21 Shark, also known as Franklin. We'll probably use those words interchangeably to talk about his own games. Uh, I
I'm not
guess we'll
calling him
kick it off.
21 Shark, though.
Yeah, we're not calling him 21 Shark. I'm calling him Shark or Franklin.
Close.
You're losing the 21 for sure.
Dang.
So, I guess we could just kick it off by asking you about it. So, I know we talked about it at work, and you showed me the most cursed, evil Regigigas set of all time with Safeguard, Body Press, Thunder Wave, and Protect, right? And no
I
to
ditched
fix it.
I ditched T-Wave because you told me I needed speed control and my only speed control was T-Wave, so I got rid of it and switched it for Wide Guard.
Oh, yes. My fault.
So I have Body Press, Safeguard, Wide Guard, and Protect.
So instead of like running a Tailwind or something on Moltres, you removed the thing that I said you needed more of.
Yeah.
Awesome. Thanks for doing
Taking
that.
advice. And you know what? It shows, I think, based on what I know about this. So, just like quickly, Franklin, what was your like headspace going into this? Did you feel good about your prep?
The goal was keep Stack alive. Whatever it takes, keep Stack attacking.
That's a good pun.
Thanks. I'm a dad. It comes naturally.
Yeah.
I think the only things I had to worry about, Rotom posed a threat, Earthquake on Roaring Moon posed a threat, and like Empoleon could deal damage with like Hydro Pump.
Oh yeah, that's really interesting. I can't pull it up now without screwing things up. But what Pokemon did he leave behind? You said he has a Rotom form?
He's got Rotom Heat,
Okay.
and then
Evil guy.
I don't remember what else he left behind.
Not relevant to the match at hand, I suppose.
Not oh no, Regirock. Regirock was. the
Oh
other one.
yeah, because I remember we talked about how he could Iron Defense go to war with Stack Attacka.
That's why Tentacruel made it to the 6. He's running Haze, just in case I needed to. Yeah, since Regirock wasn't in the 6, Tentacruel was never coming.
That's alright. You're never bringing Squidward to any game ever, as far as I'm concerned. It's good that he got to show up in Team Preview. Alright, I'm just going to kick it off. We could look at the leads. I'm going to play sound off because I've already got music going. Okay. I really like that you nicknamed Regigigas Bob because Grafia isn't here, so he's not getting Doodle anymore.
No longer Doodle Bob.
So, I guess we can sort of talk about the lead situation, about how we're feeling personally about it. I know from my experiences talking to you that not only is Stack Attacka goggles, but Bob is running Safeguard.
Yep.
And I feel like, dude, I'm getting mad thinking about it. I feel like just looking at this lead here, Joe really wants to put Stack Attacka to sleep, and has run a team composition that can put Stack to sleep even if he's running goggles. So I feel like he's thinking if he could just knock off Stack and Spore, then this is free. Especially because, let me check the Terra types.
Terra Steel Stack.
Terra Steel. So you've got no Terra Grass to play around it. But I know that you're a psychopath and have run Safeguard under Bob, and this will probably not work.
Goggles were mostly there to prevent Rage Powder because I wanted Roaring Moon gone, so Earthquake was off the table.
Right. Jack, how are you feeling about this? I feel like...
Well, I think the most interesting thing to me right here is looking at Shark's preview of 6. We don't see that Grafia Eye, which is his only way of getting rid of Slow Start. So if I'm Joe, I'm clued in immediately to the fact that this Regigigas is up to some tomfoolery. Like, I know that this thing is not doing what it's supposed to do, and that really scares me.
That's true. I never really thought about it before, but if you see Regigigas without Grafia, you know that Franklin's committed to having this thing be slow.
Exactly.
He doesn't
In the hands of a Shark, that's a really scary thing, because if you understand that you don't need that attack for the set that you're running, then yeah, freaks me out.
Yeah, I don't know. Like, I think I'd assume this is some T-Wave protect knockoff stall set like you'd see in Ranbats, like just here to disrupt and be annoying. But I'm gonna kick off the turn, see if I guessed what
Terra
happens.
Steel.
Why did you Terra Steel
Stack
here?
attack.
Is this just to stop Earthquake from being so damaging?
It stops Earthquake from like dealing 80 or 90, and it guarantees the Oko on Roaring Moon, even if he runs 252 HP and no speed.
Oh, for Gyro Ball. Gotcha.
Nice.
Okay, we
Do
see
you have
the
a knockoff?
The goggles are off. There's Bob with the safeguard.
We do have a safeguard.
And Stuck is protected by safeguard and
Damn.
Oka's Roaring Moon.
Yeah,
Okay.
there's that Roaring Moon Oko.
I mean, I'll let it play until he switches back in. But, I mean, that's gotta be, like, as bad as it gets for Joe, right? I mean, I know that you had to burn Terrestrialization, but Amoonguss wasted its turn. Bob is totally unharmed. Stack Attacker lost 30%, and Oko, what you said was one of the biggest threats to Stack on his entire team, right?
Yep.
I don't think he's in a horrible position here, though, because with the safety goggles gone, Amoonguss can click Rage Powder, and Stack Attacker being so slow, Amoonguss being so slow means that Gyro Ball is probably not doing too much, especially if he's built defensively. So it is tough, but I do agree that I think that expending Terra is a big deal. Even if you did take out Roaring Moon, that thing goes down pretty quick most of the time.
Right. Safeguard is such a weird move. I guess I'm just gonna hit play and see what happens. I don't know what your play here. I know you're running body press on Bob and are running a lot of defense EVs, so I feel like you're probably just gonna double into Empoleon. I mean, at this point, Amoonguss is just a Rage Powder bot. He's not gonna be doing anything else. He can't sleep anybody. He can't clear Smog Stack because you're Steel type. I mean, maybe you can Pollen Puff Empoleon, but Empoleon's not living body press from both these guys. What Terra type is he running? Let me scroll down. Flying. I mean, that's something, right? But
Where's this though?
yeah, I mean, Amoonguss is gonna have to put in some big Rage Powder action here, I feel like.
Swap out for Cress. Joe sees that Rage Powder. Good Scald from him, too.
What the heck? Why did it do
Dang,
55%?
Yeah.
Not.
I
That's
mean,
actually
min
nuts.
speed, max attack, Terra Steel Gyro Ball just has crazy calcs.
So, do you know what that calc is? Like, do you know how that Amoonguss is built? Is that super defensive?
I'm not sure off the top of my head, but I mean, it's doing at least 90 base power, probably like 85 base power, I think.
What's Stack's base speed? 7? It's something like that.
It's
I
like
know it's
9.
really
I don't
down.
even know.
It's really
11.
low down there. I mean, I know that Stack is like pathetic slow, but Amoonguss is a base speed. It's like 30 or something, right? It's really low too, 35.
I
It
think
can
it's
be pretty defensive, too.
That's crazy. That's a 2-hit kill. I mean, you do. Oh my goodness, and you switched into Cresselia. I think
it says base power 79.
79, 80, yeah.
So,
Wow. I
With
mean,
Amoonguss unable to put Crest to sleep here is really, really tough. They can't generate sort of any real progress against her.
I mean, this is so bad because you can heal yourself out of the Scald being able to kill Stack Attacko with Linear Blessing if you're running it. I don't actually know what your crest set is, but I feel like it'd be wild to not have that move.
Their blessings.
Yeah, and burn is no big deal at all.
Yeah, and Amoonguss can't take another one of these somehow. I can't believe that it's 79 base power still, but I don't really know what you're supposed to do here to prevent Amoonguss from dying without. I mean, like, you could Scald stack again and you'll probably get him in 2 Scalds, but at this point, you've lost 2 Pokemon and it's a 4v2. I know you still have Terra available. Is there anything you can do that end? Flying. Amoonguss is fire. I mean, I guess he can resist it,
yeah.
but I feel like at this point, he didn't Terra Fire the first time, and if he doesn't now, he'll survive one more, but he's getting body pressed later. Or it's rough. Okay, he's giving up on Amoonguss. Okay, I'm pausing right here. Surely stack just Gyro Balls this and kills it immediately, right? Like, if this is Lunar Blessing Gyro Ball. Oh! No, yeah, I don't know. I don't see this going any other way. I'm sorry to pause before it happened, but...
No, this is fine.
Protect from stack.
Oh,
Yeah, there's a Lunar
no.
Blessing.
This is far more sinister than I could have imagined.
Yeah.
You've turned it from
Just
a
playing it
2-hit
safe.
kill on stack to a 3. I mean, he gets his expanding force off. If Cresselia moves first, so Empoleon can't kill it, I mean...
Yeah.
Can deal a burn, though, which would really suck. Would probably still kill Indeedee, though.
He didn't get
Oh,
it.
you're body pressing, though.
Oh,
Yeah,
I have a
this
question.
Down he goes.
Why did you think Empoleon was the higher priority target right here?
I have Tinglu in the back.
Yeah, never mind. I mean, Amoonguss
Here comes
is...
the Amoonguss.
It can't do anything. You've got Lunar Blessing Cresselia behind Safeguard. It can't do anything.
Yeah, expanding force just isn't enough into Cresselia.
That's dope.
Why did the
Insanely
super
low
effective
damage.
Psychic do less damage than the Gyro Ball? I don't... Oh no, 21% from Pollen Puff. This is brutal. I guess he can put you to sleep if he doesn't die this turn, but he can't stop it. I mean, he can Terra Fire, yeah. You're going to bed.
Terrifier.
You're going to bed, Franklin.
Does live. That's a good play from Joe.
Good night,
Yeah.
Dude, dude, you are a freak. You are an
That has
actual
gotta
freak.
be-
Yeah,
oh my, that's gotta be.
that's what everyone was talking about.
Oh my god.
There's
That's
no
gotta be the
way.
most debilitating play of all time.
I cannot believe this. You're running Safeguard Bob, Lunar Blessing, Safety Goggles, and Lum? Or how many
it's AV
Amoonguss...
Tinglu. It's Chesto on Tentacruel.
How many... Okay, I feel like if I'm Joe at this point, I can't take Amoonguss to my games anymore.
Oh yeah. He doesn't come for sure. Like, at this point, there's no way he comes next game,
That's
right?
so sad. I mean, now you're
Yeah, I've
stuck
never
using
seen an Amoonguss.
17% super effective Dazzling Gleam. Oh no.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah, I think that he just relied a little bit too heavily on sleep in that and was met with an impasse at every single turn. So I'm sure he definitely takes a lot of lessons into game 2. That feels like a situation where you're like, man, I got beat in the team builder, but like now that I know that, I can probably come back from it.
dude, if this is me, I'm despairing. The way that I team build usually is have 1 to 2 answers for any specific Pokemon. And Franklin said F Amoonguss in particular.
Yeah, that was a fun time.
It was a fun time. Yeah, I guess I'll start up game 2. Let me hit it on that slow speed. Play sound off. I mean, what do you do? Okay, Franklin and I talk about this at work all the time. He says everyone likes to vary their leads after a win, except for me. I'll do the same thing over and over again. Which
I think
is...
it's probably about a 50-50 split. I think a lot of people tend to just, I mean, if it works, game 1.
I think I tend to do the same thing if it was really dominant. But if I feel like I barely won, I'll switch it up. And that was a 3-0, I think? Was
That
it
was
a
4-0.
It was 4. Oh yeah, you swapped Stack out before he died. That was rude.
Well, Tinglu just wiped the rest of it.
Yeah, so you could have let stack die. No harm to yourself is what I'm hearing. No, I do that all the time. That's my 4-0. Alrighty, I'll kick it off. Oh, before I start though, Stack Attack could probably OHKO both Pokemon on the field, right?
Well, I mean,
Yes.
Screamtail.
Screamtail has
Screamtail.
so
That poor girl. I mean, even she's so defensive, which is super cool. But yeah, in the face of Stack Attack and her having like 111 base speed, and it's super effective, and you've got Terra Steel.
If you want
I
it,
don't know about all
yeah.
that.
If I just got 4-0'd and I had to look at this message in chat again, I'm already mad. Bob can't get it going. I hate Bob. And then I know you're running body press, which I shouldn't, but I'm inclined to think that full defense Bob might just kill Roaring Moon with body press, right? His defense stat doesn't go
you
down.
know, I thought it would do more, but you'll be surprised.
You'll be surprised? Okay.
Well, it's not.
I think.
Yeah, non-stab is a big deal.
Yeah.
I just
Also,
know,
I think he's just been running a bulky Roaring Moon, from what I could tell.
right. Well,
Yeah.
in his defense, who's gonna run speed against your team? Sunny Day.
Sunny Day, photosynthesis is cool, and the defense proc is awesome.
What the
Yeah.
heck?
Measly.
Dude, Regigigas is garbage. I don't care that you ran Safeguard on this guy and it worked. This Pokemon blows.
Yeah, that's 252 defense plus nature.
It did 20. Roaring Moon's defense stat isn't high. It's its special defense that's high, right?
I think so, yeah.
you, Bob
What's,
sucks.
What's Regigigas base defense?
160? No, 110. It's its attack. That's
Yeah,
160.
yeah.
Okay, see, but that makes sense. Base 80 power move, non-stab.
Super effective, full investment. This would have done 13% if you tear it out of
I do really like that Screamtail bring from Joe. I think that's a great adjustment and exactly what we were talking about with, Amoonguss isn't working out for you, so Screamtail seems like it can do a lot of similar sort of support shenanigans, but can also be a faster threat and not have to worry about sleep.
I almost feel like there's some speed issues going on right now, though. Surely you
Yeah.
want Sunny Day to come out before knockoff, right?
I mean, that's true, yeah, but,
Especially, I refuse to believe this Roaring Moon is running speed if it just took 27%. I know Bob is terrible, but there's definitely some bulk investment on this thing, and it's still faster than Screamtail. But I don't know. I hope that Franklin didn't just hit Gyro Ball into Roaring Moon and immediately kill it, but who can say?
Can say.
oh, there it goes.
Yeah, I don't need Terra Steel if Body Press chips it down.
Chip, yeah.
DD does come in, and now we do have a Terra Ghost Screamtail, which seems to be a pretty good stack attack answer. Can't hit it with Body Press. The defense boost in the sun is really helpful, and you're not you're neutral to everything now. So it seems decently poised, but Ndidi is in a really tough situation.
Screamtail is one of those Pokemon that suffers really intensely from all my friends are dead syndrome, which is if I see Katera Ghost Screamtail, I'm hitting the oh no anyway, and then just brutally murdering all of her friends in front of her because
I mean, she's got some stuff going for her. She can, like Fake Tears is so sick, especially beside Ndidi.
that's true. That's actually maybe a potential out if you get Fake Tears into Expanding Force, but
I mean, sheesh.
I feel like we'll check out the speeds, but this steel typing is going to be really hard to bust through from a psychic and a fairy psychic type and normal. Wow, it resists all 3 typings represented right now. Okay, yeah,
Press comes
you're already preparing to start Lunar Blessing this guy back up. But Oh no, that's even better. These two Pokemon can't beat Ting Lu. Oh my goodness, you got it
We
totally
do have
right,
fake
Jack.
tears. Let's go.
Okay, I like the swap in. I'll just go let this play turn out. I like the swap in from Joe. Ting Lu, if you could get rid of Ting Lu, you have a chance. Dude, this thing is strong. Are you running max attack?
Not max. I can pull it up.
It's only got base like 110. That's kind of impressive.
156 plus nature.
Okay, so it's a fair bit of investment.
Decently invested, yeah.
But right now, 2 of your Pokemon cannot answer Ting Lu. If you're able to get Ting Lu off the field with Empoleon, Indeedee has a small chance of wrapping this game up. I mean, I'm going to say small because, dude, this is brutal. You have a Dark, Psychic, and Steel type that are all super bulky, and one can heal the other 2. And one lowers special attack.
The sheer power that you need to sort of take out your team, I think, is really crazy.
I mean, what typing are you weak to? I mean, I guess fighting is your worst matchup, but I mean, you have Flame Body, Moltres, and a Psychic type. I don't know. This is wacky. I don't think you're keeping Ting Lu in this turn either. Oh, you are, but you're Terra Grassing.
We do have a Terra. Pretty good. Oh, an Encore. To keep you locked into Dazzling Gleam. See, that's really nice. That's super disruptive from Screamtail.
Dude. This is like battle of the pathetic losers between Screamtail and Cresselia. They're whacking each other at the
I don't know
noodles.
why we keep booming on Screamtail. She's killing it right now. And how much is this going to do to Screamtail? Probably, look at that, 15%. Empoleon going down does suck, but
I really
that's
like
impressive.
this play you made where instead of swapping out Ting Lu, you tear it into another weakness.
Yeah, and lost my dark typing. That was really relevant for the end game.
Yeah. Actually,
Yeah. I had no reason to Terra there. That was all nerves.
yeah. I
I
don't
was in
want
the
to.
sun.
Would a Scald crit have killed? Oh no, it's Sun.
Yeah, I'm in sun.
It's
Not
Sun.
Sun.
Oh,
Oh
man.
man, yeah.
Yeah. Actually, shedding that dark typing was really bad. It's good that you have Cresselia still here, or the expanding forces could have started becoming more problematic.
I mean, she is Encored, and we've got fake tears going on. So
That is true.
It's gonna start getting crazy. We do only have 2 turns of Psychic Terrain.
I think you got to get Ting out. Oh, you're just leaving him in. You do not care what happens to this poor guy.
Honestly, I think Ting being in is the reason Bob lives that.
Oh, yeah,
that's
for
super
sure.
true.
But, what is Bob doing now? No offense, Bob.
He's the win con.
He's the win con? Oh my goodness, I
okay.
forgot about Wide
There-
Guard. There
We
it
do have a
is.
wide guard. Actually, they're both wide guard guys.
They both
That's
could
fine.
run it. Only Bob has it.
Oh, gotcha.
Right. And then you just
Hmm.
OHKO
Yeah,
with Gyro Ball. The game's over.
That's got to be. Oh wait, I do remember this because I said this in. That's probably one of the fattest wide guards ever clicked, actually. Man. Yeah, and then Screamtail, for all her work, unfortunately can't do the.
She's not
Do
running
the thing
an attacking
herself.
move, is she?
I was
Joe.
unnecessarily nervous about this 4th slot. I was really nervous about Psychic or something coming out of Indeedee because if there was single target damage, I was pretty sure I was cooked.
She's not running an attacking move, I don't think. Not that it would be winning you the game anyway.
Yeah, Screamtail.
Dude, what are you doing, Franklin? Just end the game. That's Dazzling
We
Gleam.
do have a Dazzling Gleam.
Kill him! Stop all this weird swapping. Man, that's tough. I feel like... I mean, this is just like an insane degree of understanding that the main thing that stops your team is sleep. And making it so you cannot be affected by sleep at all.
Mm-hmm. I think it was the prep. Definitely, it felt to me like you went a couple stages deep, in that, which was really impressive. And I think you kind of have to when you've got such a slow team. And I'm kind of curious how you're. I mean, obviously you're liking it and it's working for you because you're 6-0 at this point. But like your slow team that's super bulky, like how are you enjoying that?
It's been a very different change of pace. It's something that I wanted to try out this season because I've had so many times where I've tried to take a sneaky, like, early KO, coming up with some way of, like, wall breaking to start. But I just wanted to change of pace, and at this point, it's changed the way I look at matchups, because like I said, I look at matchups for what can actually deal enough damage to break through.
Franklin's a demon.
Mm-hmm.
That man, if he gets any free time at work, he's got the team builder pulled up.
Yeah.
It shows, man. You know, when you get excited by it and you pour yourself kind of into figuring those matchups out. Even against somebody really fantastic like Joe, it works out really well. I think what's great about this set is that, you know, despite the fact that, you know, the games ended up the way that they did, I think that both players really put on a good display. Like, I think Joe just got kind of surprised a little bit in game one and then had adjusted really well in game two. Just got snuffed out at the very end by that white guard.
This might sound a little weird. Did you look into how much damage something like Hitmonlee would do to Stakataka?
Not really. My biggest concern with Hitmonlee was fake out, which is why I wanted a lead that could double protect.
Right. I was just curious if something like, it gets reckless, right? Like a reckless high jump kick could Oko stack. I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't know. The rock steel typing's not good. Terrestrialization's a fascinating mechanic. I mean, Stakataka was doomed to the pits of despair because rock steel is so bad, but he doesn't have to be rock steel anymore.
Yeah, just getting to mess around. He's definitely one of those Pokemon that has just benefited so greatly from sort of the way that this generation has unfolded. I've loved getting to watch the stuff that people have done with him, and I think that Shark, you're another name in the long line of succession.
I really enjoyed this set because I got to watch my friend win, and Reggie Gigas didn't do very much.
You leave Bob alone.
Dude, Reggie Gigas was there to set Safeguard and tickle Roaring Moon. Anyone could have done that.
And wide guard.
Oh, he did wide guard. Never mind, that wide guard was crazy.
Wide guarded. It was insane.
I'll put some respect on Bob's name.
I mean, you could argue both games were won because Bob had a defensive move.
Yes, but he did once again do 27% with super effective full invest body press to Roaring Moon.
Yeah.
You've got to get some nicknames for your Pokemon besides Bob.
What happened to it? Was Stakataka backwards for a little bit?
I kept mixing around the letters. I felt like it was on theme with what he's built of.
Alrighty, I guess we'll call it here unless there's anything you want to say. Any trash talk or kind words or.
It was a fun game. It was really fun to prep for. This was like the third or fourth iteration of the team.
Dude, the amount of times that you build a team, you tell me I'm locked in. A day passes and you're like, I scrapped it. I wasn't feeling it. It's every time. You've never been happy with the team.
The final team has always been made the day of. No, it was great getting to see your face when I showed you the set that I was running.
Dude.
We were so disappointed, and then I made it worse based on what you said.
You already had Goggles, Lumberry, and Lunar Blessing. I didn't think you needed more. But, I was wrong. I'm happy to admit I was wrong. Well, I guess I'm going to close the recording here. Hopefully the Pokemon Lo-Fi beats didn't overpower everything. GG's, everybody.